Hi guys, Brett here from Hearns Hobbies.
And I'm Brenton.
And Brenton is our model shipbuilder expert, and he is going to help me unbox.
This is Verifire 1350 USS New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah. So they've done all of the Iowa classes, all four.
Look at the size of it, it's massive. Hey, how long would this take to build, Brenton?
Oh, the way I do it, probably a couple of months, mate.
A couple of months, but that's how you get your money's worth.
Yeah.
Well, it is an unboxing, mate, so let's jump on in and have a look.
All right.
So what do you know about that? What are we looking at the artwork here? Let's take it all in. What is the boat?
All right. So this is the most decorated battleship in US Navy history. It's second only. The most decorated warship in US Navy history is the CV6 USS Enterprise, but this is the most decorated battleship.
Battleship.
Yeah. So this served. I think it was launched on the first anniversary of Pearl Harbor.
Yes.
So December 7, 1942.
Yes.
It escorted carriers. These fast battleships were the only ships that could keep up with a lot of the Essex class carriers, like Enterprise.
Yep.
So they were used for escorts. This operated a lot in the Pacific. It served during the Korean War. It was the only US battleship to serve in Vietnam.
Wow.
Then it was decommissioned, then recommissioned for the Gulf War.
They recommissioned it for the Gulf War.
Yeah, and refit it, so they modernised it.
Would have spent a fortune on it.
Yeah, they certainly did. Then they finally decommissioned it in 1991. It's been a museum ship ever since. It was dry docked last year, 2024, and refurbished again. And they were even talking about recommissioning, reactivating some of the Iowas.
So how old is it? 1940 what?
1942.
And it's still floating.
Yeah, it's a museum. Yep. So
it'd be older than most.
All four of the Iowas are still around as museum ships. Yeah.
All four of them. Fantastic.
Yep.
So what are we looking at here? I've just whipped open the box, mate. I've got no idea what I'm looking at.
All right. So
what have we got?
We've got two big halves of the hull of the vessel.
Of the hull.
Yeah, they're quite nicely moulded. Like compared to most people will be familiar. Tamiya have had a 350 New Jersey, the modernised New Jersey as it was in 1991. They've had that out forever. This is obviously a 1945 fit, so it has a lot more anti-aircraft guns. It have Bofors 5-inch 38s that carried more, had 10 mounts. They were removed later when it was recommissioned during the Gulf War.
You know your ships.
Oh,
you know your ships, mate. You know your ships. So what are we looking at here? This is the hull.
Yeah.
So is there anything here that we need to be looking at? Or no, it's all just a hull's a hull?
Hull's a hull, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice moulding.
Yeah, it's nicely detailed.
Oh, photo etch.
Yep.
Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah, they give you a little bit. So it's got, it's just minimal amount of handrails. It's got a few handrailing and walkways for the tops of the funnels. If I was doing this kit, you can get a dedicated detail set from Verifire for this. If you really wanted to go all out on it, would have a wooden deck and metal gun barrels and a lot more photo etch, full set of handrails, all that sort of thing.
Yep. It's quite glary on the camera. It's a bloody shiny photo etch, isn't it?
Yep.
Beautiful. I was going to say, that's not a lot of photo etch, is it, for such a big ship?
Nah, not really. It's only basic.
And
it's enough.
Handrails.
Like if you were a beginner, it would be enough to sort of get a handle on using photo etch.
No, I don't do photo etch. I'm not even at that. What have we got here? We got the instructions.
Yep.
Do you need those?
No, not really. We can have a look at the paint scheme.
Not really.
We've done enough of these.
You've done enough of these. So what can you tell me? The punters that haven't done it, that want to see what's inside the box, what do the instructions look like? Right? So here we have, I'm just trying to get it in nice and frame. So how concise are the instructions?
Yeah, they're quite good.
So obviously it starts off and tells you everything that you should have in your kit, which would be pretty handy.
Yep.
Starting off with the hulls.
Yep. So if I was building this, I like to cut my kits off at the waterline and then make a seascape diorama for
Oh yeah, make it like a diorama, like a water. Is that water level kit?
Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah,
A water
yeah.
level kit.
Cut it at the waterline. Yep. So I can do that. So I wouldn't be worried about any of this. But
Don't need that.
nah, throw that in the bin. And yeah, and then onto
Onto the guns. Well, it is a battleship, isn't it? It is a killing machine.
Yeah.
It's going to have guns.
Yep.
That's confronting for some people, but for other people,
Yep.
it's just a boat.
Yep. So they're the big 16-inch. You know, they actually had nuclear warheads.
Nuclear warheads on
Yeah.
this?
In the 50s, they developed them.
On you, Nan. Nan's always trying to come to the studio. Right. Let me put the box over here. It's really hard with these big boxes, mate. You've really started off. This is Brenton's first video. You've really started off with a perler.
Yeah, like I was saying, they actually developed in the 50s nuclear-tipped 16-inch shells for the Iowas. So they were a giant floating nuclear arsenal. Yeah.
Very cool.
But as this was 1945, yeah, they hadn't done anything like that.
All right. So what are we looking at here? I can see you've taken not all the sprues, but some of the sprues out of the bag.
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
These are the main guns.
Main guns.
They're much better moulded than the old Tamiya kit. There's some nice little riveting detail on those. You put a bit of a wash over those when you paint it up, just to emphasise some of that detail. It also has the lower portion of the turret. You could probably leave one out of the kit if you wanted to see the various levels of the turret as it would look mounted inside the ship.
So I'm just trying to go macro here. We're just going to have a look at some of this. Some of these rivet details. Is that what you're talking about here?
I'll talk about the tops of the turret.
Oh, the tops of the turret. Sorry.
Yeah. Yep. So that's all. That would be all internals for the turret.
All internals.
Yep.
Rivet counters. So rivet counters can count their rivets.
Yeah, you get your magnifiers out. You probably count them, and
Beautiful.
Realistically, they're probably overscaled, but you know, for the sake of building a nice, detailed plastic model, they'd probably look alright.
Yep.
So.
Well, it saves having to either drill them yourself or attach your own rivets.
Yeah, definitely.
There are people that sort of do that, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly.
So we're looking at guns. So these three guns, can I call them guns? Are they the same?
Yep, they're all the same.
Beautiful.
Yep.
And then what's
so to give you an idea of the size of those, they were like 2,200 tonne each. Each one of those mounts complete. Tonne each. Yep.
And what are we looking at here? What's this spruce?
So they're the secondary. They're like a dual purpose, what they call a 5-inch 38 dual mount turret.
5-inch 38 caliber. I'm tipping you.
Yep, that's it.
Sorry, mate. You have to talk to me like I don't know what I'm on about.
5-inch 38 caliber twin mount. So they were dual purpose, anti-surface as well as anti-air. They're quite ubiquitous in the US Navy. The first single mounts I think were used on like what they called a Farragut class destroyer, where they used single 5-inch 38s, and then they sort of developed the design. The twin mounts were used as main armament on like the Atlanta class and secondary armament on most of the larger cruisers and battleships in the US Navy at the time.
Rivets on? Oh no, not rivets on there. I was going to say I thought I've got some detail, but it might have just been.
I think you might have imagined.
Beautiful. That. I think I wasn't. No, look here. There definitely is some sort
of
little.
There'd be like little hatchways and.
You can see on the overhead there what we're looking at.
Yeah, so, little ladder moulded on there. Yeah. I'd probably remove that, replace it with photo etch. I think it would look better.
Yep.
But
instead of
that's
just
up to
painting
the
it
builder.
gold.
Yeah, I'd paint it gold to look like photo etch.
That's right, paint it gold to look like photo etch.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And what else are we looking at in this beautiful kit?
Well, there's a lot of.
There's a few sprues.
Yeah, there's a few sprues that will be for superstructure. They're quite nicely moulded, like they're quite crisp.
Feel free to get in there, mate. You can open them up.
All right.
You can open them up. I'll make you put them all back in, but that's fine.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for. We're here to show the viewers what's inside the box.
Yeah. So that'd be part of the. That'd be under the main funnel, I think. That'd be upper main superstructure. These little doors and that are quite nicely detailed. You could, if you wanted, shave it all off and replace them with aftermarket if you really want to detail it. But out of the box, that's pretty good. You paint it up, run a little wash over it, and I think they'd look pretty good.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and
beautiful.
Then I think that sprue you're looking at, that has a lot of the secondary, like anti-aircraft armament. So that would be your 20mm single olicons, and you've got quad mount 40mm bofas as well here. I'd replace all of those. I reckon they look a bit overscale in plastic. You can get photo etch aftermarket ones from Verifier as well, which look a lot better.
Look a lot better?
Yep, I reckon they look a lot better. And
yeah, but then you've got to like put it together.
Yeah, that's part of the fun of model making. That's why you do it.
That's why you do it.
Yeah.
But that's why it's going to take you months.
Normally what I do is just pour glue over the whole lot, put it in the oven for 45 minutes. Out comes a model, mate.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
What are these little things? They look like guns too, are they?
Yeah, they're your 40mm bofas. Yeah, the barrels of the bofas.
Does it come with people? Am I saying something silly? Does it
No.
come with personnel?
No, you can get them.
Because it looks like these are
that's
rifles.
yeah.
Is it a rifle?
Yeah, that's a 20mm Olicon single mount. Which again, they were used on all US Navy battleships.
Sonar?
At the time. Yeah, that's your radar. So that's in 1945, that would be, I think it's an SP1. I'd definitely be replacing that with photo etch because it looks a bit chunky out of plastic.
Too chunky.
The other one that they've provided...
So you're going to buy a kit, hang on. You're going to buy a kit and then you're going to replace it all?
Pretty much, yeah. You just use the plastic, the main parts.
Just use the hull and then you cut that in half.
They've also...
And then buy a few bags of photo etch.
Yeah, you spend too much money. That is I think it's a CAXM.
Yep.
That would be for an earlier fit. I think probably if you wanted to backdate the kit, it would have had one of those in about 1943. But to make it a 1943 fit, you'd have to take... It would have had a round bridge as far as I'm aware. This is a square bridge, which was...
You can't have that.
No,
you
that'd
can't
be wrong.
have a square bridge, it'd be wrong.
There's no points at Model Expo if you have inaccuracies like that, mate.
Well, are you a Model Expo winner?
Yeah, I won an award last year.
You won an award last year?
Yeah, for me dry dock, yeah. I got second place in large scale ships. So I'm not really a winner. But
how good's that?
At this
So
age,
you've replaced
you
that as
take
well?
what you can get.
You've
throw it in the bin.
Throw that,
Yeah,
put
chuck
a
it
new one
out.
on?
Yeah, bit of balsa wood. Yeah.
What is this stuff? Is this chain?
That's chain, anchor chain, yeah.
So it comes
That's a nice little detail, yeah.
You keep that?
I'd keep that, yeah. I paint it gold so it looks like photo etch.
Or you could give it to your partner as a necklace and just make another one.
Yeah.
How good's that? Does it come... Oh, you'd have to use a photo etch anchor, wouldn't you?
No, plastic anchor would be fine.
Plastic anchor's fine.
Yeah, that'd be alright.
They're not going to see if it's non-ferrous or not?
No.
Well, what's this part?
That's like the lower level, I think deck 1, I think is what they'd call it. First level above the main deck, yeah.
Okay, yep. Does it have an engine? Because I like engines.
No, it did have an engine, but the kit does not come with an engine.
Okay, well that's... I'm disappointed, not that I'm a shipbuilder, because I love engines. Fantastic. And what else have we got? Got decals.
Yeah, some flags.
Cardiograph, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, is it not? Am I just making it up?
I'm not sure who prints their decals. It could be cartograph.
I just said a word that Kobe taught me.
Yeah, okay. You just say cartograph and people get excited.
Yeah, they do, don't they? That's why it's the only word I know for decals.
Yeah.
Oh.
There'd be a couple
Got
of little...
American flag.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
There'd be probably a couple of kingfishers, I think is what it would have carried on its catapults. Again, you'd probably replace the catapults with photo etch, mate.
Oh, that's a great unboxing. I love it. I love this unboxing that we're just going to...
We're going to tell you everything that you need to throw in the bin.
Everything you need to throw out. No,
they're quite a good kit for a beginner. The paint scheme...
Quite a good kit for a beginner, you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon.
What part of this is a good beginner's kit? There's way too many. It's like building chain links on a bloody tank.
Yeah, it just keeps them going for a while. Buy some glue, away you go.
Buy some glue?
Yeah. I think the paint scheme they're giving you is what they'd call a... We should probably get the little paint diagram out.
Where's that? Is this one?
Yeah, the coloured one.
The coloured one?
Yeah. So that's a measure 23, which was I think 5N navy blue is what they called it, from the lowest point of the main deck along the side of the hull.
What are these colours? What brand is that? Oh, it's got Mr. Hobby.
Yeah, Mr. Hobby. So that 5N navy blue is sort of hard to get. You can get it from White Ensign Models if you can get a hold of it.
Oh, we've got it.
Or Mr. Hobby. I like to use a brand called Life Colour. They make dedicated World War II US Navy colour sets,
Yep.
which are quite good to use. They're water-based acrylic. Yeah, and then a haze grey superstructure. All the horizontal.
planes.
Yeah, some little.
I didn't see them.
I think they're called Kingfisher.
Oh, that's the Kingfishers that you were talking about.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that's what they are.
I thought you were talking about more guns. So you showed how much
Nah,
time
sorry, mate.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's what it should. It's got to be quite a tall kit, no?
Yeah, probably. Well, the dimensions are probably on the box, but I'd imagine, I don't know, 15, 20 centimetres high, something like that. I'd replace the masts with brass too, mate.
Why not? While we're at it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So that is the unboxing of the what?
USS New Jersey.
The
from
USS
Verifier.
New Jersey from Verifier
Yep.
in 1:350 scale.
Yep.
That is fantastic. Well, thank you for joining me, Brenton.
No worries.
That's Brenton from Hearns. I'm Brett from Hearns, and thanks for watching.
Thanks.